Alright. Just gonna do a diary and go over today's session because I really want to stay on top of how I'm playing. Um, Today actually, started with this. Let's arrange by time. Can't lose 30 bucks on the second hand. It's the end there, of course. Alright, yes, that's pretty straightforward. Just cruising on down. Got a jack 10 here that I just call and yeah. Oh, that's right, yeah. Had raised every hand I've been in so far, so I just thought I'd challenge him, see what he does if he gets raised on the flop, and yeah, he just gives it up. But yeah, he's 4 tabling, so I thought it would be good to check him out early. Again, not a lot happening. This 910, I don't think it's a call. I might have misread the name and for a sec, but again, this guy's playing pretty intense, so I think it's alright to call here, as long as you're prepared to call or at least raise a bit lighter. Like once you hit, if you're gonna have position and cards and some chips, you're gonna have to use it. Otherwise, it's gonna be a waste of time. Yeah, he just calls and I give up because. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he bets this river, which. But no, after he calls a flop, I'm just thinking my intention is to play pretty tight. And I don't think calling here with the 9 is very tight. He could have anything. If he shows me 10s, it'd probably just make me pissed off, so yeah, it's nice and disciplined to just lay it down. Again, yeah, not much. There's a big hand that I want to get to. These jacks. What happens here? Sorry. I decide to call. That's right, yeah. This is it. I decide to call and fuck, he just open jams the flop. And considering he doesn't 4-bet, I mean he's playing pretty tight, but he doesn't 4-bet pre, yes. I don't think anyone's really gonna want to play a hand, one pair 3-handed, it's just too messy. And sucks betting to 5-bet jam. Almost his whole range. I mean, I've just flatted. I'm looking weird. The fact he's flatted here. And anyway, he's open jam, so I decided to take the spot and just figure that I look pretty strong and that he's only gonna be calling nutted ranges. And this guy, I actually, because of how fast he shoved, she didn't have him on what he had. I mean, you shouldn't. He was just trying to steal pre, obviously, but then he just thought he flopped and just tried to steal it. It was probably a bit tighter than he appears. Just trying to make moves with a low stack, which is silly, but yeah. So there he goes. And on side to, we'll rejam obviously, and yeah, Professor walks away, and I'm in pretty good shape. And take it down. It's our first decent hand. Take some blinds. Ace 2, what's that? Taking a 3-bet, yeah. I decided, you see I didn't do anything for a while and I was fairly tight, and if these guys are using software, as long as I bet big enough, that's something I've got to make sure I do. Got to give them room to fold. I suppose the irony is that you're then giving them the right value to hit. Like say they got 8s or something and they think, well, he's pretty strong, but at the same time, if they know you're not paying off on flops, once they get to know you, it's a good raise. and I think that's how you kind of want to play, as if you're, in a house game, because I think you're going to see regulars all the time. 17 with this king queen. Yeah, it's a bit weird actually. Um, when he raises me here, I feel I look pretty cliche. Like he can raise me so wide, and that if I truly did have a good hand, like what I'm trying to rep, I mean not necessarily kings, aces, queens, blah blah blah, but if good and that can get to showdown, I think I call those hands here. And if I'm really strong, I probably 3-bet just because there's a 9 and a 10. They're just gross cards. So I think and plus at the same time, if I hit my hand, I'm checking the turn, which looks weak. I've got 2 overs, a gut shot, and I decide to call, and I hit my queen and check. And once he checks here, it's just a matter of, keeping the pot small to make sure if you feel right you can make the call, and he just checks, gives up like you should. And take down a medium-sized pot. The only thing is that by never betting in the hand, if I didn't pick up the queen, I don't get an opportunity to win, which means I really need to be able to bluff that river in my range if I miss a queen. But whether he checks because there's a queen and he's got more outs, or I don't know, and then there's this long period of folds. These fours are pretty funny actually. Oh yeah, it's on the other table. I start playing a 1-2 as well. Just call off the fours because... Oh. Oh no, a bunch of them must have been. All the big hands must have been in it. And then this happens. Check, I bet he flats. Check, because I don't care. And I hit my 4 and I just check back. So I mean, yeah, it's just a... There you go, son. Have some chips. Now this is a kill spot, because you remember me talk about Jakey earlier on, and this is why you don't auto fold when you see a raise. I've been trying really hard to make sure I play poker in the Zoom, not just get too caught up and just fold. It's really see what's up, see what patterns emerge. Watch the 3-bets, let it get to your turn. Like this, like it's a fold. When these guys fold, which they do like 90% of the time, maybe one of them call. But then when they both call, suddenly it's what, $3.25 for $20 already, with the potential, and my hand's strong enough. Yeah, it's very specific, but I'm looking for trip twos, king two if it's cheap enough, but to be obviously the flush, and just getting at it cheaply. And yeah, I mean it's $3 again. I've got $130. It's easy call as long as you're a good enough player and disciplined enough. There's your flop. I'm actually semi-interested in it, but again, don't want to get too caught up. I feel if I chase it, yeah. But anyway, I don't count my chickens. He checks, I check, see what happens. Check, and it's like, oh, okay, let's see a turn. Now I've got it. I decide, well, my hand's really strong. There's $21 in there already. I mean, my hand can die with a spade. I'll go into calling mode. But right now I'm pretty fucking nutted. And because I'm obviously got a good hand, like I'm gonna do this with sets, which I'm beating with, which would call with 2 pairs that would call with, I don't know, say an ace 10, any ace 10 with an ace space calling, basically any ace out there. is is calling if he can back it up with something else that they can justify it, like an 8 or. But that, again, that's unlikely, man. But I look scared. I'm like, ugh. Like, there's no reason for me to have the flush. I could just be bidding a 10 here. I mean, there's two people left to act. It looks like you could, if you don't know what I'm going to do, basically. So I decide, fuck it. If I'm going to bet, make it decent so that if I get 3 bet, shit can go down. And he turns up in the background, good old Jake. He raises me to 50 bucks. Everyone folds, and then. So I got a choice, like, flatting off is what, 35 leaves 80, which is, what, 80 with 100, 120 in the pot. It's pretty weak. Then what happens if a spade comes, what happens if the board doubles? My hand's good now. I'm not folding. If it's shoved, I would have called. Um, there's draws out there, his ace could get me if I feel he's got one, but when he raises like this, and it's that guy. I actually remember thinking, I was like, fuck, he checks this flop, like, fuck, he could have a random flush draw. I reckon he'd bet an ace high flush draw if he had it on the flop. But I reckon if he's just got some average as, not that I'm putting him on specifically on the flush, but he'd raise 2p here. There's no. And he's never getting away from anything. The kind of player he's got a 40% 3-bet for fuck's sake. Like, he's been going mental. So when he raises me, I'm basically like, yes, please hold, please don't have any outs. Take a little while, but I'll just shove. He snaps, like, obviously, because he's got a straight flush draw, but which is actually pretty far behind. It's 5%. Bricks is straight flush. And it's like, look at that river. Like, I don't have the confidence to get 120 or another 80 in. Or a flat call. It's just, yeah, I like the shove. And yes, the 273 comes my way. Now, that's where I get a bit nervous. And, I just get, well, not nervous, but like my heart starts racing a bit and I'm trying to calm down. But I just check. I like this little value bet on the river. That's cool. But I'm waiting for Hon to load. As soon as Hon loads, I intend to just exit out of everything. And then this motherfucker here comes along. I mean, I'm just gonna let you see his cards because it doesn't really matter. But I'll market plays. As you can see, I got 70. I got 70 hands on him. I know him fairly well, and I know for some reason I just have him on like jacks, queens, kings, and plus the hand encourages me to play. But anyway, like he opens 2.2, which is fuck. I make it 7.6, which is what, another $5. But yeah, you're definitely playing. I really should look at stack sizes here, but see, the thing with this, I was real fucked off about it, but the only thing that really frustrated me was the river call. But again, I'm wondering when and how the fuck I get away from this hand. I think me playing it differently creates a situation where I can get away. But we'll watch proceed. Obviously, he's going to hit a 5 lane. There's no and that's a flop. And again, I've got so much. I'm like, fuck, it's 1p. I'll just check. It's at $7, which, fuck, it's just gay, like, it's a whole range bets there. I'm out of position, I check. There's a lot here. When I call in the 8 doubles, like, that's actually a really good card. I'm like, oh yeah, we'll see what's up. Plus, I've got the knowledge that I've check called the flop, and he knows I've called the flop. And he turns around and he bets. Still, he only bets $16. No, it's not huge, But what am I looking sticky? I don't know what's going on. I mean, I guess I can. See, this call is still okay because it's not necessarily. There's so many things he's going to check on the river. You know, So I'd do this with queens. I would be doing with this all sorts of things, hoping to be able to just check the river, blocking the thing, hoping I. But not when you got fives. You know, I mean, you're betting that as well. But again, in the king on the river. I don't really get this. I mean, the 65 in the pot, he's been betting half pots, value the whole time. This is a really good bet. So do I call off if he bets 30? Of course I do. Do I? This is a hand that really frustrated me. I wouldn't want some fee there. It's just how when. Let's see if I bet the flop and then get raised. What? I'm just sick of everyone always having a set. Like, why can't you just have queens and be excited and then 3-bet full? He's got that many chips. Would he 3-bet the queens are just flat? See, such complicated thing that I think it's okay to just go fuck it. Call those streets. Hope that this river just goes check check. And then when he bets the river, in fact when he bets anything on the river, he's got the option to check. This, especially with the shove. No, it's just I'm so strong. If he's bluffing with his ace king, he now fucking maybe thinks he's value betting. I don't know. It's even the king was a gross thing. Made me think. But anyway, I called and I fucking lost. Pissed me the fuck off. Then a few hands later, I'm just steaming on the same table, trying to get through, get flat called by an ace jack 475. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, I got so many outs. And I'm just tilting, and this is what fucks me up. This is where I could leave like here. No, you can't see my mouse. So I'm gonna leave here. Like, fuck it, you know, because I am angry, I am feeling it. So pause. I think it's because it's just 30. I'm such a tawny player that, you know, I know there's just a weird vibe, but I can sort it out. Alright, so I guess that'll do it for part one. I suppose you can see the run out if you want. I don't know if I played it. Yeah, all in the icon. Yeah, 7. So it's still 42% for fuck's sake. And my shit nuts me up so good. He's got ace jack, there's ace queen. No extra draws. You know, normally they hit a jack here just to be like, here, take that dick. But, yeah, I hit my queen. Oh, what can you hit, buddy? Like, you're fucked. Really like hitting my 9 there, just, I don't know, I think it's funny. Because if I hit the king, then he gets the queen out. But anyway, I lost, so there's 60. But just for the next episode, a bit of a heads up, a bit of a, you know, I then played my game of home, pissed off, my team sucked, we lost, so then I had another session, just because I really wanted to keep playing. I felt I was playing really well. I thought about the aces, I'd calm down, and yeah, I made 175, so if you want to see that,